Welcome back to DXB Today. This evening's episode is all about the entrepreneurial infrastructure that's been put in place right here in Dubai. So many people, so many great stories out there of people who've come here with one career in mind, they've pivoted, or of course they've just followed their dreams. And the beautiful thing is it's across all industries, including of course food and beverage. Let's now meet our next guest, the winner of the FoodTech Innovation Award 2025. Please welcome Lamis Abualkheir, the founder of FoodSwap, to the sofa on 2DXB today. Great to have you with us.
I'm so excited to be here with you on the show.
I want to hear the story. I want to hear the story. I want to hear the FoodSwap inception story, and that eureka moment that I always find interesting about founders and startups. You know, when you go, okay, I'm going to leave the safety behind, I'm going to do this. Talk us through it.
It was, I spent my, most of my career in the food tech industry, speaking to restaurants, being to restaurants. I'm a chef myself. I love cooking so much. And I always found myself to be in between these three pillars in my life. Like, I love fitness, I love food, and I love tech so much. And since I was 16, I was inspired by Steve Jobs and how he came up with all this innovation. And I was just waiting for the right opportunity. Every single time I would say, if I just gain just a little bit more experience, until I found myself being at the gym, working out, finishing my workout, and having to track the food because I was following a macros diet. And I was like, this is such a torture for a lot of people. I want to make it easier for people to eat food and not feel that they have to do more work afterwards. So this is where the idea of FoodSwap was born. It is to help people make decisions about food easier and, also enjoy the time that they are with their friends, if they are dining out. Right now we're just doing dining out, but you never know.
And how do you just quickly, how do you practically do that? So what's the proposal from FoodSwap?
So what we do right now is that we have been helping the dining industry when it comes to restaurants, hospitality. Soon we'll be also in hotels. Guests, when they come in, they want to feel welcome. They want to feel like they are understood. They don't want to explain themselves so many times that they do have some sort of allergies. So what we do, when you come in, you scan the QR code right now, and then you can interact with our own AI waiter or AI assistant, and that can help you answer any of your questions. Be like, we would love to order, would you love to order, eggs? Because this is how you order eggs usually. And then be like, oh wow, I feel so special, I feel so remembered, and this is something that, the dining industry is so much excited, and they really need it.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm very curious about that from, I guess, the customer. I know you're B2B, but from the customer's sort of experience, because in my family we have a lot of dietary restrictions. My son, my wife, my sister, my mother, all have dietary issues, dairy in particular. And dairy is in a lot of things, right?
It is, yeah.
And it's a challenge when you go to a restaurant. You'll ask the waiter, and they often don't know. They have to check with the kitchen.
Yeah.
Even then, it's a 50-50 whether it's accurate or not. So, how can FoodSwap sort of assist with that? And is that something which we can expect to track from restaurant to restaurant?
So it's different from one restaurant to another. Of course, we do encourage restaurants to be more transparent with the type of data that they share with us, because we tell them, specifically when it comes to allergies, I think the UAE has done phenomenal work when it comes to putting the right regulations, and it's already been done, in other countries, and right now the UAE is already being on top of it. So I think it's just a matter of time for restaurants and hospitality industry to be more transparent about it. But I believe, because, the thing is that even though the restaurant might not, share the information, but we tell them. So we were like, okay, even if you don't want to know, but just FYI, we have 30 people that have diarrhea problem. So you might want to consider adding one item that doesn't include diarrhea and just label it as diarrhea free, so that you have more people ordering that. So that's going to excite restaurants, be like, oh, now I know more information. I don't have to do the guessing game.
More data.
Yeah.
Lamis, on this particular episode, since there's so much focus on Dubai being such a launch pad for entrepreneurs, my question to you is a little bit about, the whole setup of your business. How would you say the policies, the free zones and incubators have supported a startup such as yours?
I really want to tell you, honestly, it's been such a very seamless experience. And I mean, I have set up a business here before. So like FoodSwap is my second business. but it's been so much easy. Everything is online, everything is supported, and you don't even need to go to offices today, which is really good. And so people also from all across the world, they can also come and set up here easily. I've been just speaking in the last 2 days to 2 people in the US who want to come here to the UAE and set up their businesses. So it really makes me feel like, oh, I really encourage them to come in here because it's so much easier than all the policies in the US or around the world.
We're out of time almost, but we have got time to ask you, because you mentioned there you've been through 2 startup processes yourself. You are a founder in your own right, an entrepreneur in your own right. Advice to listeners out there, to viewers out there as well that are tuning in, who are thinking of making that jump. What is your advice to young entrepreneurs these days? I'm going to make you a mentor. You're our mentor now.
You know, one thing I love, Tom, is whenever I feel blocked in my head and I'm not sure what to do next, because you need creativity when you're building a startup, I always like to take myself on a ride, especially on Sheikh Zayed Road, and I look at all these buildings around me, and they really inspire me because I think about them, and I think about all the business owners behind them, and it was just very difficult times for them. They definitely have been through a lot of difficult times, but what I want to say to all entrepreneurs out there, make it difficult for you to quit. Build teams and systems and technologies that's going to make you to thrive every single day. And you're going to always find a new challenge every single day, and you're going to be excited to solve it. So that's what we do as entrepreneurs.
I like that.
We love that.
The only person by not getting road rage go, wow, that's amazing. Yeah, everyone else.
Magnificent mentor. Thank you, Lamis. Please stick around.